Okay, Chapter 12, Lecture 4, Preconditions for the 30 Years' War. Incredibly important point because all three of your FRQs are attached to this, and there's a huge amount of questions connected to it in your test bank. It fragmented Germany. Germany had an almost ungovernable land of 360 autonomous political entities, each with its own nobility. It was Europe's highway for trade and travel, and after the Council of Trent, Protestants were afraid the Catholics would attempt to recreate the Catholic Europe of pre-Reformation times. There were religious divisions in the Holy Roman Empire. Whenever you think of Holy Roman Empire, think of modern-day Germany. It's not correct for the time, but that's where it's located. Between the equally numbered Catholics and Protestants, between liberal and conservative Lutherans, between Lutherans and Calvinists, so you have a ton of divisions. Calvinism rules of the Palatinate. Calvin, unrecognized as a legal religion by the Peace of Augsburg, puts Frederick III in as Elector of Palatine. Lutherans felt Palatine Calvinists threatened the Peace of Augsburg and the existence of Lutherans themselves. Now, enter Maximilian I of Bavaria. He counters the Palatine with Catholic League. Here's a map. You can see all the different little colors and everything else. You can see how separated and how many different things were going on. The only countries that you can really see are the Duchy of Bavaria, Upper Palatinate, the Electorate of Saxony, the Electorate of Brandenburg, the Kingdom of Bohemia, and that's about it. Everything else looks real separated. Look, this is another really good map. You see right here, this is all Protestant. The purple right here, and then you have England, and the rest of it's Catholic, but you look at all the C's and L's that are there for Lutheran and Calvinist. You even see a couple A's in here for Anabaptist. You can see the diversity of religion. Here's another one where you can see Catholic government is mainly in the north and the Catholic is in the south. And that's still true today of modern Germany. The Bohemian period of the 30 Years' War. Catholics named Ferdinand II as Holy Roman Emperor, who immediately revokes religious freedom to Bohemian Protestants. Key person in this chapter is Ferdinand II. He is the person that is known as the Emperor during the 30 Years' War. Bohemians defiantly named Palatine Frederick V their king. Spain joins Maximilian, who defeats Frederick's troops at the Battle of White Mountain, thereby taking over Bohemia and Palatine. This is a picture which I kind of enjoy. Is Ferdinand II sends his ambassadors to Bohemia, and they are forthwith thrown out of the building into the manure pile underneath the building that's at the bottom on the ground. And that's what breaks their fall. The Danish period of the 30 Years' War. Emperor Maximilian humiliates Protestant forces in Germany under Lutheran King Christian V and forces them to return to Denmark. So Maximilian's Catholic, Christian V is Protestant. Emperor Ferdinand II, okay, this is the Holy Roman Emperor, gains an ally with the mercenary Protestant Albrecht of Wallenstein, and he breaks Protestant resistance and orders the Edict of Restitution, reasserting the Peace of Augsburg, which means that each ruler can set the religion for their area. Now we get into the Swedish period of the 30 Years' War. This name, Gustavus Adolphus II of Sweden, pops up all the time. Remember that he's part of the 30 Years' War. With help from the French and the Dutch, turned the tide of the war with a smashing victory at Breitenfeld. Adolphus is killed by Wallenstein's forces at the Battle of Lutzen. But then Wallenstein is assassinated himself by Ferdinand, who is afraid of his independence. Lovely little group there. That's very Machiavellian. Adolphus killed by his forces, by Wallenstein, who's a Protestant, going against a Protestant, who then gets backstabbed by Ferdinand, who's a Catholic. Despite religious conviction, the assassination of Wallenstein proved it was more a war of greed and politics, just as I was speaking. Peace of Prague. German Protestant states reach a compromise with Ferdinand. The war, however, continues elsewhere. So the fourth and final period is the Swiss-French period. The French, the Swedish, and Spanish troops for the next 13 years attack and loot Germany simply for the sake of warring itself. The Treaty of Westphalia ends the war, by which time had killed 1/3 of Germany's population. This is huge. The Treaty of Westphalia. The treaty did the following. Rescinded the Edict of Restitution and put back the East of Augsburg, meaning each country could select its own religion. Calvinism is officially recognized. The Swiss Confederacy, the Netherlands, and Bavaria become independent. Brandenburg, Prussia becomes the most powerful German state. And so this is what it looks like on a map. Notice the purple. Spanish monarchy, and you see these little purple specks. This is all the Habsburgs. Spain and France continued a war until 1659, when France emerges victorious, and now France officially becomes Europe's most dominant power, while Habsburg Spain never recovers. So that's a result. And that is it.